everybody, it's me, Jared. I'm just making this video to give you guys an update on how I am and how I'm doing. Yeah, I'm depressed, so you could see it on my face. I'm very depressed, and I'm in a deep depression, which it's very courageous of me, I think, to even make this video. I think I'm making this video because I always seen YouTube as an outlet for myself and a way to express who I am and voice how I'm feeling, and just it's kind of like a journal in a way. And I love just posting videos to it's very therapeutic to me. So I'm making this video because I want to give everybody an update on how I am and what I've been up to and how my life's been the past 2 years. And I don't think I've ever really gone into how different my life has been the past 2 years than before. So I got in my first relationship with a guy. I came out as gay for him, and he helped me through a very deep depression that I was in at the time, and it was amazing and it was beautiful, and I couldn't have asked for a better person to help me through that time. And I will always admire him for being there for me and his family. So it's just hard to talk about because it's so sad, and just how everything, wrapped up and how it went down. I just feel like, relationships are hard, and, there's things in relationships that you do have to realize, will this hurt my partner? Or is this detrimental to the relationship? Or is it even beneficial? Is the relationship beneficial to me? And I think that's when you come down to self-worth. Do you value yourself, or do you value the relationship more? And I honestly think that if you do love somebody and they're meant to be, it's meant to be. But my relationship, it ended the way it did, and I might open up one day about it, but I just don't feel like obliged to open up because so much happened, and I don't feel comfortable talking about it. And I'm just so hurt over it. But, I will always love him for who he is as a person. And, I don't blame him for anything. And I just hope he finds peace and love and friends. And I hope he finds somebody that will love him for him. And, what's meant to be will be. And I learned you can't force things, because for so long I tried forcing the relationship and forcing him to want me, forcing him to love me for who I am. And because I naturally am depressed. I have a depression. I have a disorder where I'm just naturally depressed all the time, and I have to constantly work out, eat healthy in order to combat it. And I have anxiety disorder, and I also have social anxiety, and that encompasses in that anxiety disorder. I have PTSD. I have so much wrong with me. And he's an amazing guy. He's in grad school, and he's doing amazing things with his life. And I'm trying to get back on my feet because I quit school, and I have half of my degree, but I'm taking a leave off a job because I've been so depressed, and I sold my car. I'm just I'm at a low point in my life, and I just feel like I think it's time for me to love myself and embrace every nick and cranny that I hated for so long and that I've tried hiding, because I'm an amazing person, and I just need to focus on that. And I'm not a bad person, especially in relationships. Some relationships might bring the ugliness out of you, but the relationship doesn't define you. It's how you crawl out of that relationship and how you improve and make yourself better. And that's what I'm realizing. The relationship that I just went through for 2 years, my first relationship, it doesn't define me. And that's one of the things that I'm really depressed about. And that's probably why I made this video, is to just talk about that. Other than that, I worked for a few weeks, but I'm taking a few weeks off for Christmas, and I'm just gonna do me and just work on myself and spend time with family and spend time with friends, and just have fun and enjoy life, and try to not think on the relationship, because I think I've just been sitting here thinking about everything that's happened. And I like making these videos because I can look back on them and realize, wow, I was at that low point in my life and I've overcame it. Such as my grandma's death, such as, um, my grandma's passing away was big on me. Like, that was so big. Like, I lived with her for 14 years, and just her passing away was so much, so much. And I still get sad. And Christmas is depressing also because of her. And I just wish I had somebody like her. And I wish she was still in my life and still here. But, you know, a lot of stuff went down with my family too that was bad, and over money and stuff, and I just depressed over that. And it comes back around Christmas because Christmas was her favorite time. And I am just very depressed, and I'm going to be working on myself and just focusing on me and not focusing on anybody else, because I tend to put other people first, and especially relationships. I realize, like, I put that person first on a pedestal and I focus on what they're doing, and I shouldn't do that. I think that comes with loving myself, and I naturally shouldn't be like, oh my god, what is he doing? Oh, he's partying or going out. Like, is he cheating on me? Or, is he texting this guy because he's cheating or he wants to flirt? Like, he might be, but, I should be at the point where I'm just like, if he is, he is, and if he cheats, I hope he's honest with me. And in any relationship, it should be that way. You shouldn't have insecurities. Oh, he's checking that guy. Okay, he's hot. Like, okay. Like, you shouldn't point out, like, oh my god. Like, that's where you bring them insecurities and you bring yourself insecurities. And that's not a way to a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is where you support somebody for their endeavors. You love them when they're sad and depressed. You care about their feelings, even when they don't care about yours. That's love. Love is when you know you should quit, but you continue. And that's what I did for so long. I moved back to Denver about a month ago, and I chose to fly back to Boston about 2 weeks ago to see him. And it was cool, like, it was awesome, but we did fight a little bit, and I spent like $400 just on that trip. And I was supposed to be saving for a car again, and I just kind of blew all my money again, and I shouldn't have done that. And I think that kind of shows my character and how much I love the dude and how much I'm willing to, like, give for somebody. And I shouldn't be like that, especially for somebody that's not willing to give me that, because they're giving their all to something else. And I understand that they have to do what they have to do in order to succeed in life, and I'm holding them back. And I don't want to hold him back anymore. I just want to let it go. And just, if we're friends, we're friends, and that's awesome. And I would love to keep him in my life and have him there as, like, a friend. But other than that, I think it's just better if we just focus on ourselves and love ourselves unconditionally. And I was trying to force it again, and because we've been talking for the past 3 weeks, and I was trying to force it, like, oh my god, it's gonna work, and we're gonna be an amazing couple. But it takes time. Even if you are friends and then you do get back, it takes time. Like, you can't just rush things. And if he finds somebody he loves, like, awesome. Like, I'm gonna be so happy for him. I might be sad and it might hurt me, but in the end, anything that makes him happy, I'm for it. And I that's one thing I'm gonna realize. Like, once you love somebody, you never stop loving them, and it's always gonna be there. And yeah, that's this video. And I'll make an update video in probably like a month to show you guys how I'm doing and what I'm doing, and if I'm working school. I'm probably gonna start school about a month from now exactly, to finish my degree. Definitely, I'm gonna finish my degree, and then I'm going to buy a car hopefully within the next few weeks, next month or two, and then I'm gonna get into therapy to help me with my depression and anxiety, and work on some EMDR, work on some trauma I had as a kid, and I hope that works. And I'm just gonna try to stay positive and stay in a positive light. And I know I'm going through a lot, and sometimes you just gotta push through and just really document what you're feeling, because so you can look back on it and be like, wow, like, I was feeling this way at that time, but look how far I've come. So you can reflect. Self-reflection is the best medicine, and I think that's the best. Antidepressants, that's bullshit. That's pharmaceutical companies trying to get into your head and make money off of you. Actually, rewire your brain. Sculpt your brain. Sculpt your brain to think the way you want it to think. it takes a lot of power to do that. And I have hope in me, and I have hope in everybody who's watching, who's struggling with relationship issues, and getting over a breakup and loving themselves. So yeah, I hope you guys find love, and I hope I do too. All right, I love my subscribers, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date. And yeah,